Just so for the record, is there some people that think I lost the fight? Dana said it? Well, bullshit.
In the world of MMA, drama and controversy are never far behind. Whispers are circulating about Joaquin Buckley's unexpected stumble in sparring. Is there any truth to the rumors? Why is Dana White upset? And how does Dricus Du Plessis fit into the picture? Now, Dricus Du Plessis isn't one to back down from a challenge, and his recent exchange sheds light on his determination to take on the best in the business, including none other than Israel Adesanya. Despite the fight not being officially confirmed, Du Plessis made it clear that he's ready to step into the octagon with Adesanya, agreeing to both the opponent and the location. In his characteristic no-nonsense style, he questioned the delay, pushing fans to speculate on the matchup. During the chitter-chatter, one user expressed hope for a showdown with Adesanya, hailing him as the true African champ. But Du Plessis wasn't about to let that slide, swiftly correcting him. It's not about being a contender, it's about holding the belt. Another user came in with a theory that Dana White might still be holding some feelings about Dricus Du Plessis' upset victory over Strickland, suggesting he's been kept in the shadows until the last minute. But Du Plessis wasn't fazed, hitting back with a simple reminder he's got the belt and that's what matters. Now, if you've been living under a rock, let me fill you in. Strickland pulled off the upset of the century when he dethroned Adesanya at UFC 293 back in 2023. He snatched the crown from the two-time champ and left the entire MMA world in shock. Fast forward to UFC 297, and Strickland found himself in the headline spot once again. This time, he was going toe-to-toe with none other than the middleweight sensation Dricus Du Plessis. But this turned into a full-blown grudge match. At the UFC 2024 press conference, things got heated real quick. Strickland didn't hold back, calling out Du Plessis' relationship with his coach, while Du Plessis fired back by digging into Strickland's troubled past. Out of nowhere, Strickland decides to take the matters into his own hands, quite literally. He launched himself at Du Plessis, landing bare-fisted blows before anyone could even blink. Now, Dana White wasn't about to let that slide. He was quick to intervene, urging Du Plessis to press charges against Strickland. And can you blame him? The incident sent shockwaves through the MMA community, sparking debates and discussions about sportsmanship and where to draw the line in the heat of competition. But one thing is for sure. UFC 296 will go down in history not just for the fights in the cage, but for the chaos that ensued outside of it. And just to make sure his message was heard loud and clear, Du Plessis took to Instagram, reposting the exchange alongside a photo of him and Adesanya, labeling it as the only fight that makes sense. Moving on, it's Joaquin Buckley who's at the center of attention. Footage of Buckley seemingly getting rocked in sparring has been making the rounds on social media, causing quite a reaction among fans and critics alike. But leave it to Buckley to set the record straight. Reacting to the footage, he did what any self-respecting fighter would do. He reposted the clip, but with a twist. Calling it out as fake, Buckley added a touch of humor, calling it a scene from a Tubi movie, and teasing that it's going to be one wild ride. Next up, two titans of mixed martial arts prepare to clash once again. Anderson Silva, the former UFC middleweight champion, will step into the ring against his old nemesis, Chael Sonnen, in a boxing match set to ignite the ring on June 15th in Brazil. Silva, age 49 years old, has been hinting at the conclusion of his illustrious career, with whispers circulating that his final bout would take place in his hometown of Sao Paulo. Now, with this showdown against Sonnen on the horizon, fans are filled with anticipation. and Sonnen, never one to shy away from a challenge or miss an opportunity, confirmed his participation by taking to social media. He couldn't resist a playful jab at his opponent, taunting Silva with a cheeky "Yoo-hoo, Anderson, see you June 50." The saga between Anderson Silva and Chael Sonnen continued to captivate audiences 2 years later at UFC 148 in Las Vegas. But in a dramatic turn of events, Silva sealed the deal with a knockout blow, sending Sonnen crashing to the canvas with a knee to the chest, after Sonnen lost his balance attempting a spinning back fist. While Silva bid farewell to the UFC in 2020, he didn't hang up his gloves for good. Instead, he ventured into the world of professional boxing, stepping into the ring 4 times since then, with a record of 2-1-1. Silva has proven his worth outside the octagon, although his lone loss came at the hands of Jake Paul via decision in 2022. On the other hand, Sonnen called time on his MMA career in 2019 after making 5 appearances in Bellator MMA. Despite his impressive resume as a collegiate wrestler, Sonnen has yet to venture into the realm of professional boxing. So mark your calendars, because on June 15th, all eyes will be on Brazil as Silva and Sonnen step back into the spotlight for one last showdown. Moving on, Renato Moicano is feeling the sting of what he perceives as disrespect after not getting the matchup he wanted against rising star Paddy Pimblett. With Pimblett now locked into the fight with Bobby Green at UFC 304, Moicano finds himself focusing on his upcoming bout against Jalen Turner at UFC 300. Moicano emphasized his intent to give Pimblett a reality check after his bout with Turner, even going as far as to threaten to steal money from him. And it seems Moicano is open to taking the fight anywhere in the world, showcasing his willingness to prove himself against the best. As for Pimblett, who hasn't seen any action in 2024 since his victory over Tony Ferguson at UFC 296, has expressed his desire to face a ranked opponent in his next outing, with Moicano set to face Turner at the historic UFC 300 card. A win could potentially catapult him into the top 10 of the lightweight division. Moicano's journey to lightweight has been marked by success, with notable wins over tough opponents like Alexander Hernandez and Drew Dober. Despite setbacks against top-tier competition, Moicano remains a formidable force in the division. With UFC 300 being less than a month away, Moicano is preparing to prove his worth as he gears up for his showdown with Turner. And while he acknowledges the challenge ahead, he believes the fight against Pimblett makes sense and expects Pimblett to emerge victorious in his upcoming bout against Green. Now, Belal Muhammad recently exposed direct messages between him and Themba Gorimbo. The drama unfolded following Gorimbo's post-fight interview at UFC Vegas 92, where he addressed his critics head-on with a pointed message. With all your judgy comments, look yourselves in the mirror. Death is gonna visit you one day. Sometimes unexpectedly, and guess what? You're going to have a problem because people like you that are online trolling me, asking me why I'm crying. Muhammad took to X to react, posting with a laugh, LOL, yeah, these online haters are crazy. But he didn't stop there. Muhammad shared a screenshot of the DMs he received from Gorimbo. In the messages, Gorimbo replied with one of Belal's stories, which featured a photo of Muhammad with UFC light heavyweight champion Jamahal Hill. Gorimbo's reply was a pointed dig. One champion, you not a champion. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. Until next time.